this is actually, I did a video the other day, and I'm live on YouTube as well. So hello to everybody that's watching on YouTube. I will probably try at some point change the camera position, because I did start using a selfie stick, but I just find this is a good position just to do some cooking. Okay, so first of all then, so I'm broadcasting through Haps, and Haps is an app that offers free world-class broadcasting tools, community eager to collaborate, and a simple way for viewers to support creators financially. Okay, I'm going to read out the thing as well. So yeah, Haps, it's a new platform that makes it super easy for me to simultaneously broadcast to all my social channels and see all of your comments in one place. If you enjoy my broadcast, I encourage you to download the Haps app today and subscribe for more content. You'll even get 100 free coins for joining, which you can use to support my work. Okay, so hello Peter, how are you doing? So obviously I'm not allowed to sell anything, and I'm not going to be selling anything. I'm just going to mention what I'm cooking with, because that's what I normally do. So this is what we're making. Hopefully you can all see it, and it's nice and clear. Let me just move it to the left. So these are bean and sweet corn quesadillas, and these it keeps crashing for some reason. Let me just grab my little box. Where's it gone now? Oh, it's at the back here. Here we go. So if you want any more information, go on there, the link tree. This is what I'm going to be using. So Simply Cook. Okay, if you want any more information, just message me, okay, because I'm not allowed to tell you, but if you go on the link tree anyway, you can see on there. Okay, so that's where you'll find all the information. So we're making these then quesadillas. So you get the little boxes. I'm going to open these up. Let's see what we have, and then we follow the recipe. But you do have to go and buy certain ingredients, so they only send you the flavor pots. Okay, so we've got some here. We've got some quesadilla paste. Okay. I'm using an iPhone. It's the iPhone XR. So I'm not sure why. Oh, don't worry, it's okay. We've got some pico de gallo salsa. The little herbs. So I'll show you what you basically get in these little boxes when we cook along. And then we've got some Mexican barbecue sauce. So let me know, guys, how the connection is out of 10, because I would like. I'll try not to restart the broadcast, but I am live streaming on YouTube as well at the same time, so that might be a reason why. So the first thing then, we'll make a start with the recipe. So it says here, quesadillas are great when paired with traditional pico de gallo salsa. It's pronounced pico de gallo. It's a play on words which roughly translates to rooster's beak, if you didn't know that already. The Spanish use the word picante, which means spicy, which suggests that when something is hot, it pokes or jabs you with heat, something like a rooster peck. Our quesadillas are also occupied by a cooling yet smoky barbecue sour cream for dipping. Okay, so let's make a start. I'm going to be doing this one tomorrow, guys, as well. So we're going to be making Mexican pulled chicken tomorrow. So, and then obviously next week we've got Christmas. It's lots of cooking next week, hopefully. Lots of food to get through. So let's make a start then. So what you're going to need then, you're going to need one large red onion. I've not prepared any of this. One large red onion. Okay, so one large red onion. I'm going to put that aside. You're going to need 400 grams of black beans. There we go. So these are organic. Oh, they're not organic. Yeah, they're called Bianca organic black beans. Okay, put that to one side. You're going to need 200 grams of sweet corn. Now, I hope I've got some sweet corn. I did buy some the other week. Let me just have a look. Where's it gone? Sometimes put things in the cupboard and I'm like, where's it gone? Oh, here it is. It's right at the back. It's always typical. All the stuff is right at the back of the cupboard. So you want 200 grams. Oh, I've gone off. Am I still live? Okay. So 200 grams of sweet corn. We'll put this back. And you're going to need two tomatoes. I'm glad I didn't bin the tomatoes. So we're going to use the rest of these tomatoes. Okay. So these are specially selected Sunstream vine tomatoes. And then you're going to need 4 tortillas. Now, I find it's cheaper. Oops, it's falling off. I find it cheaper if you buy these packs than buying the tortillas separately. So if you're buying one of these packs, obviously make sure to replace them, because otherwise, when you come to making the dinner set, you won't have the you won't have the tortillas. So we've got some tortillas here. Okay, I'll put that to one side. Am I making you all hungry, guys? Just by talking about the food. And then we need 150 grams of cheddar cheese, and then you also need 100 milliliters of sour cream. So there's the sour cream. Okay, there's a bit of a storm outside, so if the connection goes, it might be because of that reason. What was the other thing I needed? Oh yeah, cheese. I've got some cheese somewhere. Let's have a look. Where's it gone? Here we go. Okay, so are you all still with me? Are you all still with me? Let me just pop this back in the cupboard. As I say, so I do a lot of recipes on with Simply Cook because I get them delivered to. I get them delivered each month, and I get 4 different recipes. But as I say, if you want any more information, just go on the link tree. You'll see on there Simply Cook, and you can get more information. Okay, or just private message me and I can send you more information. Okay, right. So first things first, then. We need to heat the oven to 160 degrees. So let's turn this on. It's all very strange using a different platform, as well as being live on YouTube as well. So heat the oven to 160 degrees or 140C gas Mark III. So just turn that down. And then we're going to fry half of the red onion in a pan with 1 tablespoon of oil for 3 minutes. Okay, so can you all see? Let me just bring this round a bit so you get to see the pan. So it's asking for, well, I'm just wondering whether to use this pan or not, whether to use a frying pan. I'm just wondering what's going in. I'm going to use the frying pan. Okay, so do share out, guys, if you enjoy the videos and the broadcasts. As I said, I do a load of cooking scopes and cooking videos and show you how to make these. You could easily go and buy these ingredients, and you might find the flavour pots yourself in your supermarket, and then you can just make these yourself at home. So it's really easy. So we're going to fry half of the red onion in a pan with 1 tablespoon of oil for 3 minutes, and then we're going to soften it. Okay. So one tablespoon, sorry. So 1 tablespoon. So in this goes. Hopefully you can see it okay, and it's quite clear. So let's put that on because it's not on. So it's going to take a few minutes just to warm up. Okay, just going to check the oven a second because I've got a load of pans in here. Sorry guys, just move out of the way because otherwise the pans heat up. Hi Melissa, are you okay? The connection is good now, brilliant. That's what I like. Every time I used to go live on Periscope, if it gets steamed up or the camera goes funny, it's because of the steam from because the camera's so close to the oven. That's why I tried using it with a selfie stick. and it seemed to I got a better connection. So we're trying it in this position first, and then if it works, I'll leave you down here. If not, we'll go back to the selfie stick and we'll try it on there. Okay, so we need to fry half of the onion. So I'm going to cut this onion in half. There's my knife gone. I sometimes just bring you around and do you here, but I'm going to use my dicer that I've got. It's a well, I can't sell anything. I'm not selling anything. But I use a special dicer for my. I've lost my other knife. Here it is. Chop off the ends. Now, you can't see anything at the moment. So I've got half the onion here. So they're really good, these recipes, just to follow along. Let's get the skin off. Thanks, Melissa. Thank you. Let me know, have you ever made quesadillas yourself before? Have you made them? No, it doesn't actually say what. It just says fry half of the red onion in a pan. So I'm guessing the smaller the better. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to chop it in half a little bit again. Now you've seen me use this before. I hope that onion's not. If you've got a little bit of the onion that's just slightly changing colour, just take it off because it doesn't look too good. And then we're going to use this. This is brilliant. This. Watch this, everybody. If you've never seen me use this before, you'll see it a few times. And you just push it through, and then into the pan it goes. And I'm just going to do the other. Same with the other. Remember, you're only using half of the onion. So in this goes. Push that through. So because the quesadillas, I'm guessing they need to be tiny, you know, small cups. Okay. Keep your other. I don't know if I need to use another half of an onion or not, but we'll go through the recipe. Okay, so I'm just going to give that a stir. You make them with cheese for my nephew. I've never made them before. I mean, I've always made fajitas, and I've made. What else have I made? I don't think I've ever made a burrito or anything like that. So this is just on a medium heat. So as I say, I've chopped the onions up. They're really fine. So it says fry half of the red onion in a pan with 1 tablespoon of oil for 3 minutes to soften, and then we're going to add in the quesadilla paste and half of the chopped tomatoes. Now, I'll show you what I use. Just lost that good, found it. So with this, what I do is push it up. I'm going to pop the tomatoes in here, because you can use this, and what it does is you just put your tomatoes in like this and then just push it through, and it's really easy. You can. So I'm going to use all these tomatoes. I don't think they have any extra tomatoes on the side. Plus, you might have some tomatoes that you were going to bin. You could just easily just put them into this container. Just like that. Push it through, in it goes. Push it through, in it goes. And if you're interested in this, well, I don't sell this, and I'm not selling. Just get in touch with me, okay? It's brilliant, isn't it? I love it. Just makes my life a bit easier. Saves so much time. So even though it says 2 tomatoes, these are really, really small tomatoes. So you sort of just need to double up if you're using really small ones. Okay, so that's all the tomatoes there. So take that off. There's nothing else I need to. Oops. Any trouble is it just sticks sometimes. It's stuck. Sorry, everybody. Oh my god. There we go. You see they're ready? Really, really good. So 3 minutes for the onions. Just give that a stir. You see one at Costco or something? Yeah, they do. Obviously, there's that one you could buy, or if there's one that you see where it's a similar, it does the same thing. You know, there might be like copycat ones of them. But as I say, I'm not allowed to tell you what it is or what it's called, unfortunately. But I don't sell them anyway, so. So it's a couple of minutes. Let me turn that down a bit because onions do go brown really quickly. So what we're going to do then is add the quesadilla paste and half of the chopped tomatoes. So this is the quesadilla paste. Give you a little look into that. Take off the lid. Now use a little teaspoon. This is what's going to make it really spicy. So in this goes. I don't know if you can see this very well. So you might be able to get this from your local shop. So quesadilla paste. It smells good. And then half of the tomatoes. Oops. I'm going to give that a stir. Hopefully you can all see this very well. So I've turned the heat down just a little bit. It smells really good. And then we mix well, and then we're going to leave this to cook for 3 minutes. The next stage is to add in the black beans. So we need to drain the black beans. So these are the black beans. Okay, just going to drain them. Now just be really careful with the can when you open them up. Give that a stir. These smell really, really nice. So let's drain the black beans. Okay, just going to drain them off. So this app is really, really good. The only problem is I can't see who's watching me on YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube, if you put a comment in the box, I should be able to see that. Oh, this smells really nice, really nice. So we just drain the tin of black beans. We're then going to mix in the black beans and the sweet corn and then cook for 2 minutes. Okay, and then we take it off the heat and then we're going to keep that aside. Okay. So if you're just joining, these are just onions, half of an onion. We've got some tomatoes and quesadilla paste in the pan. Okay, so it's just cooking away. So just let them cook down a little bit. And we're going to add in these beans and the sweet corn. If you're watching on replay and you really, really like these broadcasts, you can I can receive some coins. If you want to send coins, feel free to. Okay, so you see how that's now wilted down a little bit. So let's add in these beans. So in these go. So 100 grams. And then we're just going to do the same with the sweet corn as well. So let's get this open. And my can open. Just give that a stir. Can you all see that, everybody? Look. Put it back on the hob. Turn it back up a little bit. So I'm going to just get the sweet corn ready. This is actually 260 grams of sweet corn. You only need 200, so you might be able to save some for later. And hello to everybody watching on YouTube as well. Hopefully, if it's working. So I'm just going to drain the juice off. Okay. And let's add in the sweet corn. So you want about 3/4 of the tin. The rest, what I'm going to do then is I'll probably add some butter to it and put it into a pan. So I'll put it back in the tin. Or I could use one of the containers, you know, that I put the tomatoes in, and then you can easily store it in the fridge. Very, very useful. So let's give that a stir. Look at the colours on this. I've turned the heat back up a little bit, everybody. So we've got the beans, we've got the sweet corn, we've got the onions and the tomatoes. Are you all still? Can you all still hear me, guys? Do just keep commenting if you can hear me, because if not, I don't know if it's crashed or not, because I can't see any interaction. Okay. So let's put that tin to one side. Okay, so so mix the black beans and the sweet corn, cook for 2 minutes, and then take it off the heat. Okay. So because I've just turned the heat back up, I'm just going to give it an extra minute. Okay. You know when it's piping hot, when it's cooking away. I'm glad I did it in the pan now, the frying pan, rather than yours are more fancy. See, this is why I do these though, because it shows different ways of cooking a recipe. Because I don't know about you, whenever you've cooked something in your life and you think, oh, you could change that, you know, make it a different way, and you learn something different. And you know, when you love the food, but when it's cooked in a different way, you do enjoy it more. So another minute or two, just for those to come together. Am I still live? I don't know if you can hear me now, guys. Can you all hear me? I can't even check on another phone either. This is what happened earlier today, this morning. So the steam's coming up. Okay then, so the next thing that we need to do, once we take that off the heat and keep aside, we're going to make the condiment. So if you're just joining, this is what we're making. Bean and sweet corn quesadillas. This is the filling. So it doesn't take very long for the beans to cook. It just says 2 minutes. So because these are going to be going then back into the pan. Okay. So I'm just going to give it an extra 30 seconds to make sure everything's cooked through properly. It does smell amazing though. I don't know why I needed to put the oven on. Bizarre. Maybe just to get it nice and hot. Oh, have a frozen. Pick them out of frozen. Stream says fair. I might have to restart the broadcast. It says it's good now. We're back on. Over just a second. 1 second, everybody. Okay, I'm not sure if that disconnected or not. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so that's now cooked. Okay, I'm just going to pop that to one side. And we're back on. So Now it's saying the connection's great. Okay, I'm not sure if it went off then for a second. So sweet corn and all that's now been cooked. So it says put that aside. So the next thing to do is we're going to make the condiment. So for the salsa, it says put the other half of the red onion into a bowl with the rest of the chopped tomatoes. So get a little bowl. Okay, hopefully you're going to be able to see this. Let me just move some stuff out of the way. So I'll bring it around, try not to burn myself. Okay, so for this part then, the condiment, we're going to add half of the other onion. So let me just take the skin off this other onion. So the filling's all been cooked. I've just left that to one side. Hopefully we're reconnected. So I'll pop that on. I'm going to push that into the bowl. You can't see this, can you? Which way am I doing? It's very hot. Can you see now? There we go, it's better. So in goes the onion. Let's just do the other one. Push it right through. There we go. And then we need the chopped tomatoes. So here the chopped tomatoes are going in. You want to see this? As I say, put the sweet corn in there afterwards and then put it in the fridge. And we need the pico de gallo sauce. Now, I've heard Alexis mention this a few times. This is pico de gallo sauce, or gallo sauce. I don't even know who's watching me because I'm not getting any comments. So it's not really a sauce, it's more like a spice. Oh yeah, so pico de gallo salsa and keep aside. So for the salsa, put the other half of the red onion into a bowl along with the rest of the chopped tomatoes, and then mix in the pico de gallo salsa and keep aside. Okay, but it's not really a salsa, it's just a spices really. So I'm going to add that in. Let's give that a stir. So you learn something new here. So you're going to mix all that in. Onions, I don't know if them onions are too big or not. I have no idea. It's not really a salsa, is it? It's more like a... I'd expect that to be quite... It's more like a coleslaw sort of thing. Mix all that in. And then it says for the dipping sauce, we stir in the Mexican barbecue sauce into the sour cream and keep aside. Well, that's really strange because where's my little recipe cards here? Alright, yeah, so it is meant to be like that. If you look at the picture, the tomatoes and the onion. So it's just a lighter version, I think. It's just for the side. So let's do the other. I'm just wondering what to use. In fact, I'm gonna put this into another bowl, into a dish, and use the. Really strange not being on Periscope doing this. I'm gonna add this to the bowl. Get all the onion out because I don't want that in my barbecue sauce. I'm going to pop that to one side. It looks really good. Look at that, everybody. And hopefully the connection is really good. When I can don't have a lot of space. Sorry about that. Okay. So we're going to stir in the Mexican sauce into the sour cream. So you want 100 milliliters of sour cream here. Now I've got 300, so I only need a third of this. You'll see this, look, sour cream. So I like to just give it a quick stir as well. Try and keep the lid on because it usually only lasts a couple of days. Give it a stir because if it's when it's been well, we need to add it in anyway. So try and tear it off. Just give it a little bit of stir. So you want only a third of this. So 1, 2, that's enough. Maybe a little bit more because I do actually like sour cream, especially when it's mixed in with the special sauces. So okay, I put it in the fridge. So we're going to add in the Mexican barbecue sauce. So we add this in. Look at that. Oh, I want to see this, everybody. Let's get that little spoon. This looks and smells amazing. Make sure you get all of it out the little pots. Put to one side. In fact, I can get rid of these now. So otherwise, it just gets in the way. Give that a big stir. Just going to stir this in, look. Sour cream and barbecue, Mexican barbecue sauce going into this. Smells really, really nice. Look at that, guys. Okay, and pop that to one side. And now we're going to cook the quesadillas. So it says heat a drop of oil in a non-stick frying pan over medium heat and place a tortilla in the pan. So we can use the other pan that I was using earlier. I think this is non-stick. So I'm going to pop that on. Hopefully it's going to, or I could transfer it actually. Now we'll use this so you can't see. And hopefully you're all connected still, because there seems to be an issue. You're not going to be able to see this, so I'm going to put this in to here, transfer it over. Sauce in there, which I'm taking it. So I've just transferred that over to another pan, because you can put it into a dish if you want to, and pop this back on. So add a little bit of oil then. It says into a non-stick frying pan. A little bit of oil. It's always weird though when they say non-stick, because you're putting oil back in the pan. I can't even see any comments. Do I have to? I'm going to restart it, but then I'm on live on YouTube as well. So you'll have to watch the second part, okay? Because I have to see if this is working.